So this is a new project of mine, and I wanted to show the pattern and how I was able to get this pattern. You can see that. Can I get it to focus? There we go. As close as I can get. Cool pattern. So what I did was I set it up. I counted how many. Oh gosh, I'm gonna make everybody dizzy over here. Let's see. I counted 7 beads across, which means you have 8 threads, 7 beads across. So I have them in order here. I have 1. Oops. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I did was my first row, which is all the way down here now, yeah, I got 4. My first row, I took a bead from here, 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 and then from here, and I laced it through. So my next row, because this was my first one, my next row, I started with the next bead color. So this was my first one, second one, third one, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then this is my 7th. Now with the row after that, because it's my 3rd row, I started with this one. So this would have been my first bead, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and so on and so forth. The next row would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And I just keep going and going and going, and that's how you get this circular, I don't know what you want to call it, kind of pattern. I think it looks pretty cool. Maybe if I can take it out of the light a little bit. There we go. And then after I'm all done, I want to try this new technique. Well, maybe it's not new, but it's new to me. That you can take thread, weave it in and out of the end of your work here, or wherever you end your work, about a good 1/4 of an inch, and then be able to use, oh, this is too small. So you weave it in and out of here, so that way you can use a ribbon clasp. See that? You can put that at the end of this work and turn it into a bracelet. So once I'm done, because I only have about 5 inches, and I need from me about 7.5, because I have pretty big, big hands and big wrists, and I mean I'm 5'10", so I'm a big girl. So I only have 5 inches right now, and I need about 7.5 to fit my wrist. So I have a few minutes left to go. So I love the color combination. Pretty, huh? Okay, so I'll be back towards the end of my project to see if I can do that, if I can weave the thread and use this clasp. Okay, so I have come to the end of my project. Okay. I know, the focus isn't really that good. Sorry. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Much better. So this is what I learned, I think it was like on Pinterest or something like that, that you just take. Oops. thread that you have, put it on a needle. I just use a regular white thread. You can use whatever thread you want, even sewing thread. And just weave it in, kind of like, you know, sewing it in ips, in and out like that. Run it through. With the other hand now. Oops. Sorry. Haha. Just do this again. Focus in. Weave, weave. That was with my left hand, that's why it was so bad. And pull it through. Like that. And just keep going, and just keep going until you get to the same width as your clasp. And then when you're done with that, when you're done weaving, put some clear nail polish on it. Clear nail polish and let it dry. And then you can cut your excess strings and then put your clasp. Okay, I'm gonna finish weaving in and out, back and forth, and I'll come back and put the clear polish on it. So this is the other end of my bracelet, and I have already, as you can see, weaved my string. Now, as you can see here, I have my clear nail polish. Doesn't matter what brand. So we take, oops, take the nail polish and we polish it. Make sure that we have to saturate it, because if not, it's going to, oops. Saturate, because if it doesn't go all the way through, it's not going to harden properly. Make sure we get, and underneath, see? Okay. And it also protects the other beads so that it doesn't, these beads won't move down. So that was easy. That's what my rest of my project looks like. Now these are just practice beads. I'm not crazy about these seed beads because they're not top quality. They're just the cheapo brand that I got from Michael's. So the shape of them and the size are not consistent, even though they said they were all 11.0, which is a particular size. Obviously, as you can see here, they're all different sizes. But I thought, you know what? It'll give it some texture. It's got, you know, pretty color. It's got a nice pattern. So this will give it some texture. And because it's with these clasps, which quite honestly, they're a little rugged looking, I think. It'll give it a nice touch. So I think it'll all get pulled together. So let's see how that goes. All right, now I gotta wait until this dries. Yep, my professional setup here. Alright, this is the one end that is already dry. As you can see over here, this is the end that is still drying. So what I do is I take my clasp. Here's what they call nylon. Yeah, what is it? Nylon pliers, because it's covered with plastic there. Take the clasp, put it in between like that. Then put my project right there. Oops. Can't see. See, like that. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. And done. And that's it. Perfect. I'll just wait for the other side to dry. So here is the finished piece. See? There's a little loop there at the end of the ribbon clasp, and I just looped in a toggle at the other end of the toggle. Oops, my mess. The finished piece. Yay! It's not difficult, just time consuming. That was my first one doing it with the clasp. I think it came out pretty good. Well, see you guys later.